$1 million worth of thread. All right, so I'm finna give you something very essential. I'm finna give you something very essential with this, and this is what makes or breaks small businesses. It's the reason why a lot of small businesses end up going out of business. And this is something that other nationalities, they understand, but so black people don't understand this. All right, a lot of times we're trying to start the business and not work in the business, out the gate, and when you start, you got to be there. And what I'm speaking on is free labor. Small businesses have a hard time surviving without free labor. Okay, without free labor. And I know this sounds almost illegal, and it is. But I seen an Arnold Schwarzenegger speech, about him winning the Mr. Olympia and so forth. He said sometimes you got to cheat. You can't be afraid to cheat. And a lot of these folks, like at these gas stations, you think that them folks are the owner. They not the owner. They are somebody that was flown in by the owner, that's being provided shelter by the owner, to work in that place for free, pretty much. Even if you have an overnight person working inside, say you got a convenience store and you got an overnight person, now you want to open your store up for 24 hours. If you shelter, you bringing them in, you feeding them, but he's doing that overnight shift for you for $20. But you flown him in from India, he can send that $20 back to his people in India, and they could they have a decent living, better than, because I done seen them, with the colonization that happened with them with the French. They in a bad predicament also, and they were shipped out as indentured servants at an extent, and dealing with tobacco and other stuff, just like we were. But they were told they were going to be indentured servants, but they ended up doing it for free. They ended up being taken away from their families. And the Indians are actually the most dispersed people of all nationalities because of that that slave trade. But they'll bring their people here, have them working. The Asians, you see the kids working inside of the shop. You see some of the family members. You see the mama back there. You might see some uncles back there, and they getting free labor. And listen, they could be paying them something, but they basically getting free labor. They cheating the system. All right, it's a cheat code. Having, and then you say, well, how can I have free labor? Well, your husband is free labor. Your wife is free labor. Your children are free labor. You know what I'm saying? This is why companies go overseas. You can't make those products here and charge what you're charging here. You can't make those cars here and charge what you're charging. Well, you probably could. And the cars are just ridiculous right now. But certain products you can't make, even t-shirts. You can't make the t-shirts here in America and then sell them for $2, $3. You can't do that. You can't do it. I think they got about 2 or 3 American-made companies, American-made t-shirts, heavy cotton. They like $9 or $10 a shirt, a blank. They're like $9 or $10 a blank. And why? Because you have to pay these folks, man. You got to pay these the people sewing, to work that machinery, at least $15 an hour. And it's hard for them to compete with somebody making $2 an hour. Somebody making 20 cents an hour overseas. And so to get you through that hump, to get you through those stressful points, and I'm saying it because I'm at a stressful point right now where, my brain thinking of all kinds of stuff. It's thinking more machinery, but it really needs some free labor. You know, it's giving off, oh man, you might need to buy some more equipment, but you really need some free labor, you know. And it's just something simple, man. It could be just cutting out the patches. I done figured it out. I figured it out. I know what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna pay anywhere from 25 cents to 50 cents to cut out these patches. You cut them out until I buy them, until I'm at a point where I could buy the machine. Where now I'm spending so much money paying people to cut the patches, I might as well get the machine to cut them out automatically. You see what I'm saying? So you get the people in, and this is just how business works. This is how it works, man. You get them in, you get the business going enough to the point where now, you know, if I end up paying out, you know, $100 a week cutting patches, you know, that's $5,000 a year. And so I might as well get the machine to cut them out for me. Ain't no need of me paying $5,000 every year to get these patches done manually, when I can get it done by a machine. It's gonna be more efficient. And but you got to get to that point, you know. But right now I'm about to go home. I got about 40 patches I gotta manually cut out. Now, you know, anywhere from 25 to, I cut 30 patches yesterday, and it took me a little under an hour. If I'm paying somebody 50 cents, that's $15 an hour for that person. So I don't want to put, you know, that's on the high end. That's if I, you know, you really efficient and you know, but I'm probably not gonna pay that to be 100. 25 cents is where I want to be, and that's about minimum wage. It's about $7.50 an hour. And so, but it's good. It's not good for no adult. Okay, so this is not an adult job, but it's good for some kids that want to just go to the store. It's good for some kids that, but they have to, you know, it's illegal. It's illegal, but these are some of the things you have to do. These are some of the sacrifices that have to be made, and sometimes you got to cheat a little.